In this video, I will be showing you how to make a wig. This hair is provided from a vendor in China. I will link their contact information below in the description box. So let's get started. First, you will need the hair, either a frontal or a closure. I am using Loosewave 12 inches. I am pairing that hair with 3 bundles of 12-inch Loosewave. I always wash my hair prior to installation, so that's why they're not rubber band together. Next, you will need a wig cap. I use the Mesh Wig Cap. You will also need a mannequin head. I do recommend a canvas mannequin head. I got this from Amazon. It's fairly cheap, and if you make a lot of wigs, it making wigs easy. You will need a tripod for your mannequin head. I got this as well from Amazon, and I will link both below in the description box. I also use T-pins. I got a 12 pack from my local beauty supply. I only use a few throughout the wig making process. Of course, you will need needle and thread. It's very essential. And you will need scissors. Yours doesn't have to be as big. The first thing you want to do is put the dome mesh cap on the mannequin head. You want to make sure it is centered and aligned correctly. And then you're going to place 2 T-pins at the nape of the cap to mimic your nape of your head. Next, you're going to lay the foundation of the wig. You're going to place the closure on top of the wig cap on top of the mannequin head, and you want to make sure it's aligned centered before pinning. Then you're going to place a T-pin at each corner, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Also, you want to make sure you leave it about 1/4 of an inch away from the dome cap. Now you're going to pin the hair of the closure out of the way. Going by hand, you want to align the weft with the mesh stone cap. If you need an extra guide, you can draw lines on your mesh stone cap using a metallic marker or chalk like so. Here's a short clip of that process. You want to put the needle through the track and then through the mesh stone cap. And you are only going to do this when starting and finishing the track. Then you are going to feed the needle through the hole of the thread. This is going to create a more secure start by creating a knot at the beginning of the weft. As you continue to sew the weft on, there's 2 important things you want to remember. You want to thread through the mesh stone cap, but around the track and bring the needle through the loop of the thread. This is important because you want to go around the track to preserve the longevity of the weft. You will then continue to sew on your first track. Remember to keep your technique in mind when sewing your wig. Once you get to the end of the track, you are going to once again go through the weft of the track and then through the mesh stone cap. I didn't cut my tracks, but feel free to do so. I personally don't cut my thread until I run out. Once you come to the end of the thread, you cut the thread and tie a knot at the end. I usually tie 2 to 3 knots to make sure it is secure. Then I cut the excess thread from the wig. At this point, you will continue the process until your wig is complete. Upon finishing this track, I'm going to sew down my closure before I finish my hand sewn wig. When sewing down your closure, you want to use the same technique I showed you. Go through the frontal or closure, then through the mesh dome cap. You then want to pull the needle through the thread to create that secure start. As you continue to sew down the closure, you want to thread through the end of the closure and you want to send the needle through the hole of the thread so it creates a secure base. When you are sewing, you also want to go through the mesh dome cap as well, so please do not forget that. You want to stitch close together so it is secure. And you want to sew one side at a time, then the back. It's completely your preference on whether you sew the frontal or closure first or last. In this video, I'm sewing it next to last because I need to go back and sew a few tracks around the closure to finish my wig. Upon completing my closure, I am going back to sew 1 to 2 tracks on to make sure my wig is complete. Feel free to go ahead and sew these on prior to completing your closure. This is a short clip of me curling my wig that I just made and flexi rodding it to hold those curls. Once your wig is complete, you can pluck your closure to make it look more realistic. I have also cut away the excess lace. I did add foundation to the back side of my lace to match my skin tone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Peace!